Hey guys, welcome to a beautiful morning in our van life journey. We've been zigzagging through the southeast coast of Italy since leaving Venice, and let me tell you, it's been a whirlwind of emotions. From amazing views to unexpected, let's call it accidents. Before we get into that, let me tell you, I was just thinking about this morning, so let me tell you that one of the best things is waking up, pulling back the curtain of the van and being surprised by the breathtaking views we park next to. Like this morning, right here in Marina de Lesina. We usually arrive to our spots in the night, so sometimes I have no idea how it looks like. So this morning was an amazing surprise when I opened the curtain and I woke up to this. Okay, I'm ready for the day today. Before telling you all about the really great places we stop along the way, let me show you where we are. We are in a really relaxed coast where nature does all the talking. Okay, come with me because I really want to show you this park up. It's not that often that we find a place like this, which is free and pretty much isolated. There is only one camper there, and the views are pretty good. I know it might not look like the most beautiful beach, but it's pretty cool to wake up so close to the sea. Honestly, when I woke up this morning, I could not believe we were this close. It made such a big difference to wake up here after having a really bad experience, which I'll tell you in a minute. The port is quite cute as well. Liam is working out next to me here. He's been working on fixing the paddleboard all morning. He'll probably tell you a little bit about that later. But let me just grab a chair and I tell you everything about all the places that we stopped in Italy, which it was quite unexpected because we were not really planning to be in Italy this time around.
When we left the UK, we came with a paddleboard that was broken, and the idea was to get it fixed on the way. Because we just didn't have time in the UK. We were rushing around getting the van finished, and then it just didn't happen. We haven't stopped yet to get it fixed because it's just hard to find a place. It's Decathlon we need, but it's hard to find one that can fix it on the road. So I've decided to make a little repair here. I was just about to show Alicia, so I'll show you guys as well. It doesn't look pretty, but for the minute, it is working. I've drilled 3 holes, stuck a cable tie through those holes, which I'm going to have to snip this cable tie off after every time I finish a paddleboard. Slightly irritating, but at least for now we can use it. We keep passing really nice rivers and lakes and beaches, which we'll show you in a second. And we haven't had a paddleboard to be able to go and enjoy the water apart from swimming. So this little bodge that I've done for the minute will work. Cable tie, and I just melted some extra plastic into there where it broke. I'm hoping that Decathlon don't turn around and say we can't repair it now because you've messed around with it. But
By the way, you see that rubbish back over there? Yeah, that's not ours.
No, really disappointing to see that. It's such a nice place. I'm not sure if that's why there's so many flies here actually, because there's just so much rubbish around. I'm not sure, but it's pretty disgusting to do that. From what I've seen, the people with campers and RVs are actually quite responsible and they clean up. So I don't know who is responsible for this. It could be teenagers or whatever. But yeah.
Disgusting people for sure.
Yeah.
Let's take a walk down memory lane. Did you know that you can check your images in Apple Photos and view them on the map? You probably already know this, but you know, sometimes you forget about these things, like me. And today, when I was thinking about all the places we've been, I was like, "Ah, I can't remember the names." But then I remember that you can see it in the map. Look at this. It's probably super useful if you go on holidays and you want to remember what was the name of that town. The first thing in our list is Rimini. So Rimini was our first big stop after leaving Venice. We read online that Rimini is Europe's summer party central. And you wouldn't believe the energy that there is still there in that city even in October.
What a view.
What a view! Moving from the bustling Rimini, whoa, that was a gem. We were not expecting to stop there at all.
We were just driving past and Alicia noticed a really nice bit of architecture and said, oh, should we stop? So we just pulled up and around for a few hours, and it just turned out to be one of the nice cities we saw on the Italian coastline.
Yeah. The temperature is 29 degrees, so the wind just feels so good. It's such a warm wind. And what I'm really surprised is how green the water looks like, especially in a day like this that is super cloudy. And our journey continues with every stop having its unique flavor. We also stopped at Marciano to have lunch, and it was great to see all the surfers out having fun and enjoying the waves.
Which reminded us that we really want to learn to surf. That's one of the things that we said during our travels we will try and do. We haven't attempted it yet, we're not really on the right coastline. But yeah, watch this space for the future, because maybe we'll be having some surfing lessons.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then we headed into Ancona. We wanted to stop in the town, but we arrived quite late and we didn't find a nice spot to park, because it's not quite easy in Italy, but I'll tell you later about it. So we drove a little bit down from Ancona to a place called Porto Novo, and this was one of our favorite places as well. I keep saying that, but honestly we've been loving all the places.
It's only a bed, isn't it?
This is like a paradise location. Oh.
Yeah. There for the night.
And before coming here, we stop in one more place. Like, we properly stop in one more place, which was San Benedetto del Tronto. This was the ultimate place for us. We arrived in the evening, so we enjoy our dinner with amazing views. And then we woke up to the sunrise, which it's not quite common for us. I hope you can hear me because the sea is super loud at the moment. It's so nice. We just had a quite intensive workout and now we just jump on the sea. That was the most amazing feeling. It's so hot here that it just felt so refreshing. I'm so happy and grateful and blessed for having such beautiful weather these days. We were expecting a bit of rain or cold weather, but to be honest, it has been amazing, and we also been super lucky with all the spots we found. We are just parked over there. It's so weird, the concept of time. We've been doing this for almost a month, and it just feels like it has passed so fast, but at the same time, it feels like a blur. A week ago, we were in Venice, and it already feels like that was such a long time ago. It's just, it's, it's such a weird feeling when you do different things every day. You just kind of forget what you do. We went for a walk in the sunrise, and I just felt so grateful that I'm doing this. I was comparing what my life would be if I was back in London, what I would be doing. I would probably be working, starting my meetings, probably not at that time, but but yeah, and it's such a difference. I've been working non-stop probably for 6 years, and I know it doesn't sound a lot, but I never really had a break like this, and it just feels so good. Didn't end up very well at the end. I had a tech nightmare. So I always work with a hard drive. It's packed with all my memories and projects and loads of content of this channel. And I don't know how, but when I connected the drive to my laptop, it just didn't recognize it. So at first I thought, well, I'll reset the laptop a couple times, but it still didn't work. So we spent the that night and the next whole day looking for a fix, trying on every software, testing it in different laptops, and yeah, nothing really worked. I'm not sure if you ever faced this issue where you just lose so much data, so many memories. If you have, leave me a comment and let me know how you fix it. But it's a hard pill to swallow, realizing that all that data might be gone. I had there all the videos of the van conversion, and I had so many more videos to upload. Uh, anyway, we tried everything we could and we didn't manage to recover the data. So I contacted a data recovery lab in the UK. So I think I'm just going to send the driver there. But it's just it's weird to think about it, like how valuable the data is, that it doesn't have a price. It's invaluable, it's most of the time says a sentimental value. Still, it's super expensive to get the data back. This has taught me that I need to start taking things more seriously and have a backup of things, and not just rely on things will work because they have always worked. So I hope you can learn from my mistakes. If this has never happened to you, please back up all your devices and memory cards, because otherwise it's such a horrible feeling to feel like I could lose everything, which I might be in that situation if they cannot manage to recover the data. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed all of our travels in Italy so far. And something else that I want to talk about is our first impressions of Italy. Come on, get in! Look at this. This is so cute. Look at the sky over there with those yellow tones and how the water and how the boats reflect on the water. Oh, I just find it lovely. So cute. I love being here. Let's go inside and prepare some lunch.
Just had a dip in the sea. It's starting to feel a little bit cold now. We lost the sun, so I'm just going to go over there, get the last bit of sun to dry me out. Hopefully I can warm up again. If not, we've got a hot shower inside, so could always do that. See you in a bit.
It's getting late here. We are getting ready to have dinner. The sky has such a yellow orange beautiful color. It just looks like a picture. You're okay. Stop eating them. Not bad. Thank you, folks. We don't usually eat outside. I think this is the second time so far, right?
The reason we're wearing hoods is because the mosquitoes keep trying to get into our ears. So hopefully, sure. We've had a few bites already, so we don't want any more. For some salad, just take what you want.
Everything?
Probably. Take it all.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, shall I take the rest? Or do you want more?
Thank you, that's it.
You can have it if you want. Probably your favourite bit, isn't it?
Yeah. You want more meat?
And sorry, one more thing. Salad.
So we are gonna have dinner and then we talk about Italy.
Nice.
That was a very nice dinner. Thank you, Liam.
Dual effort.
Dual effort.
Yeah.
Italy for me is one of the countries that I always wanted to visit. From the top to the bottom, that was my number one country. But we actually we were not planning to travel Italy at this point.
Yeah. Well, it's because we left a month later than originally planned from the UK, and we were hoping to catch at the end of summer, going down the Croatia-Montenegro coastline. But the weather looked like it was starting to turn, so we thought maybe it's best to go and do that in spring. So
yeah,
here we are in Italy.
Everything that we saw so far, I think, has been really breathtaking. Color of the water of the sea is quite different of at least what I'm used to. It's like this pastel blue color. Like all the buildings are really cute and nice.
Let's talk about the Italian people. Yeah. We haven't had much interaction. Can be quite a lonely life sometimes. This time of year, especially because there's less van lifers, and we just haven't really met many people.
So if you are watching us and you are traveling a camper, please let us know. We want to meet you.
Well, most of the people we've seen are actually in Germans,
Yeah.
older Germans.
Let's talk about how safe we feel here and how easy it is to find where to park. As soon as we crossed the border coming from Austria, Germany, and Luxembourg, we felt a difference. Our first stop, I think it was in Lake Garda, and yeah, it was Lake Garda, but we were staying at camping, so that was really nice and chill. But then we went back to Well Camping. We used Park for Night to know where to park, and it was quite a bit of a challenge to find spots. Some of the reviews of some places were a bit concerning, like people breaking in.
We weren't really willing to take any chances. We're traveling in our van full time, so we do carry a lot of stuff and that kind of thing. So, although we're quite secure, but it's just too much of a risk. And if we walk away from the van, we want to go for a walk to a beach, want to go for a swim, go for a hike or something. We don't want to be worrying about what's going on with the van.
Actually, the first city that we wanted to visit was Verona. We arrived kind of in the night, and we couldn't find a safe spot. Most of them had concerning reviews. We were still quite new to van life, so we decided to leave the city, actually.
But I think sometimes when you read the reviews, it actually sounds a lot worse than than what it probably is, because obviously it's like that, always like that with reviews. People leave negative reviews more than they leave positive reviews. So you tend to kind of read the negative reviews and make a decision based on that. Not always the best way to live your life. So maybe we've learned along the way that actually we haven't run into problems.
But it's definitely something to keep an eye on. You cannot just leave the van unlocked, for example, and walk away for 5 minutes.
Yeah, there was actually an incident yesterday. We were parked up in the car park, really nice place, just 3 camper vans there. I was just laying on the bed looking out of our back window, and a car just pulled into the car park next to another camper van. It was a German couple, they were having their lunch at one side of the van, and the car parked around the other side of the van. I noticed that he was looking right into the windows of the van for quite a while. So I kept watching him, and he was looking around to see if he could to see if anyone was watching him. And I think he probably realised that we were there, so he decided at that point to not do anything. We then went over and warned the couple that owned the van. But yeah, that was the first thing we saw, right? That was kind of a bit worrying. So, and that was in the middle of the day. So.
And the people were just next to their van, so that's why it's a little bit concerning.
Yeah.
Something else to keep in mind is something that we did in Venice, for example, is we didn't feel quite safe leaving the van in any parking, even if you were paying for it. And so we decided to live in a campsite with security. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Italy, there was a point when we entered the country that I was thinking, I can't wait to leave. I felt a bit scared there. But to be honest, as much as we are here, as much as I like it, I feel so relaxed and safe now. I think I was a bit too scared because of all of these reviews I was reading.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, I always say this: if we were really to read into London, where we're from, you probably wouldn't want to live there if you read people's bad experiences, because London probably has a much higher crime rate than most places here. But you just don't see it. So yeah, I don't think when you put it into perspective, it's probably not such a big deal. It shouldn't put anyone off traveling Italy, that's for sure.
Italy feels super safe.
Luckily, so far so good. We probably got a few more days, 3 or 4 more days traveling down. So, huh?
What?
What did you say?
Nothing. Surprisingly enough, we haven't had that many pasta or pista. I didn't have any pasta at all.
No, me neither. we would probably disappoint most people with the amount of Italian food that we've tried. we went to a takeaway Italian pizza place, and we bought 3 pizzas, like normal pizza, and a Nutella pizza. it was just a food hangover from that. And I mean, I'm not a big
I'm proud.
You like pizza quite a lot. I'm not too bothered about pizza. So.
Yeah. I know we said negative things about Italy, but I'm loving it here. I can't wait to come back and do the other coast because, yeah, we are not planning to stay in Italy for a lot longer. We are going south, and our next destination is going to be Brindisi because we are going to take a ferry to Greece. Liam hasn't stopped talking about going to Greece since we entered Italy, honestly.
Yeah, I'm a bit obsessed with getting to Greece right now. I've always been a big fan. I've been on holiday quite a few times, and I've heard really good things about van life there. People say it's really relaxed, that people don't bother you. The crime seems like less of an issue than it does here, and also being more south, we'll make the most of the warmer weather. Hopefully, we don't have heating in our van, so we need to be in the warmer climate as possible. So south of Greece, maybe an island or something.
That would be good.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. And something else that we forgot to say is the best thing of traveling off season is that you find amazing places pretty much empty and it's free to park.
Yeah.
Anywhere. I don't think it would be like this in season, so I'm not sure what we are going to do next year. But for now, it's amazing.
Yeah, park ups are easy to find, and we'll still, I think even in December, you're still hitting 20 degrees in some of the like really South Greek islands, and the water temperature's still good, so we can go swimming, and yeah, the kind of
yeah,
the sort of van life that we imagined. So
yeah,
quite exciting.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comments below if you like it or not and your thoughts. If you have traveled Italy, I would love to know your experience.
Thanks for watching.
What's wrong with the board?
Which word?
With the board, I mean.
Oh.
How are we supposed to read the cards?
Oh.
I still can't believe that you forget how to play this game.
I just forget everything.